Hello, this is my small group interactive read aloud, focusing on counting to 10 with a math concept. For this read aloud, I have created numbers cut out that have Velcro circles on the back that coordinate with the circles that are placed inside this book. And I would use this as I stated, a small group or with one individual student. And as I progress through the book, I want the student to identify the number that corresponds with the number on the page and the illustrations on the page. And so as we go through this book, this is Count to 10 with a Mouse by Margaret Wise Brown, illustrated by Kirsten Richards. And it goes like this. There was a little mouse, no bigger than a mole, who lived in a round place that he called a hole. He tried to count his nose. He tried to count his toes. He said, "I'd better learn to count." And so the story goes. One mouse took one look at one book that had one hole to run through. So on this page, you can see that I have my Velcro circles, and I would ask my students, I would say, can you find the number 1? And so they would look in their stack of numbers and they would find their number 1 and they would stick it to the Velcro circle. And if I had 2 students, I would let them choose their number 1 also and stick it onto the Velcro circle. And I would alternate which student got to go first in choosing their number and placing it on to the page. 2 holes. Then the mouse ran through the book. The mouse ran through the book. He ran on to the next page to take a little look. So on this one, I would pause and I would ask the students, can you find the number 2 that represents the 2 holes that the mouse ran through? And so they would look in their stack and they would find the number 2. And this time orange gets to go first and they'd stick it on, and then yellow would find their number 2. There it is. And stick it on. And so we'd continue reading the book. 3 fish, and there what does he see, and there what does he see? 3 little fishes swimming in the sea. Okay, so before I continue on with the next paragraph about the mouse running through the book, I would pause and have the students count the 3 fish, and then I would ask them to identify the number 3 out of their stack and stick it on to the Velcro. So the number 3 and the number 3. And so this continues on. It counts number 4, and there's my Velcro. Number 5, 6, 7, and on each page I would read the text, and then I would pause and let the children count the items on the book, on the illustrations, and then put their numbers on. So this is 7 apples, and so the students would count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'd say, very good. Now can you find the number 7 that works with this page? And so they'd stick their number 7 on, and orange, the orange little one would stick their number on as well. And so we continue on all the way up 8, 9, and on this last part, it counts all the way up to 10. And so it says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And when he got to 10, he turned around the other way and ran right back again. And so for here, I would like to let my students divide it up and say, yellow student, I want you to put numbers orange student, I'm sorry, numbers 1 through 5 on. And so they would find the coordinating numbers that work and stick them on to the page. Whoops, I did the wrong Velcro backing. I need to get that fixed. And then the yellow student, I would have them do the rest of the numbers that coordinate 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And this gives the students the opportunity to identify the coordinating numbers that go along with what they see in the book, and helps them to identify all of the numbers 1 through 10. And that concludes my story for Count to 10 with a Mouse.